Oh, hello there. Is this thing on?
Everything. Check speakers. It's going up and down.
Speakers.
Okay. All right.
Check. How's everybody doing?
Yes.
Yeah. We live. Welcome to the Shot Club.
Ready? Yeah. That's how we do. Okay. All right. We're not good.
You might as well.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Hey! It's that time again. You know what I'm talking about.
What do you do, bud?
Hey.
Oh, it's the first
There he is. There he is.
Hey, what up? This is Chezza. This is Shot Club. We got everybody's taking shots already.
GMTM.
That
Oh,
guy.
Littles.
Man, can't forget that guy.
Have
Have a shot.
See that?
He's having a shot.
Oh, he's having a shot. All right. You got a glass? I'm leaving it to Lady Luck. She's been against me.
That's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. It's the old.
Okay. All right.
What?
Your return. Gotta go right around, right?
All the way around. So,
Okay.
happy Father's Day.
Yo, man, you're brand new.
I know.
This is what happens.
What is that? Happy to have you right around.
around.
Okay.
We'll see if it works now.
I hope so.
Even if it. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
The only one I am, me and myself.
Yeah, he's
Shout out to David. He's not here today.
These guys have a wicked pull-out game.
true story. Always been proud of that.
So,
It's gonna be one of those episodes, huh?
how was your week?
Weekend was good.
Hey!
Hey! That's excited.
Shouldn't you be at dinner? Like,
Get to
This
dinner.
guy misses the
It's a
episode
dinner.
to have dinner, but he wants to talk to us online. Can't miss the show. But yeah, your week.
it's good.
It was fucking
Good weekend.
fantastic.
Good week. History.
Yeah, history was made.
I think some people were a little disappointed with. Yeah. Some people were disappointed after Game 5, but
Yo, that was funny.
Nah.
Watching the game, at the end of Game 5, everybody was just stunned. Everybody was ready to have a party in the streets.
Mhm.
They bought their new clothes. They had everything ready to hit the streets, and they lost.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
But that's
But they were supposed to win that.
I'd rather be ready for that
supposed
than,
to.
than it not happen.
Yeah, but that would have been too easy.
Yeah,
That would have been great at home.
We knew that they weren't gonna go down like that.
I was gonna say.
But we took it in the Bay.
Which seems to be our new hometown.
Yeah. Oh,
And it was exciting, except they kind of took the fucking wind out of our sails.
yeah.
The whole fucking had to come back and shoot the free throws. We're all like, eh. Okay.
Yeah, that was
We know we're about to win.
We won,
And
but
then that's
they
the
still
beat.
put that .9 back. It was stupid. But
Those
regardless, we won.
The final was underwhelming. Like the final, we actually won because there was like this, yeah, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait for the free throw.
I still ran out on the streets with my liquor, man.
And then finally, it was like, yeah, but I mean, it was like, it wasn't that natural first, like.
Yeah. And your week? How was your week?
Well,
Well, actually,
fucking-
it's more than just your week because I haven't been here for a while.
I was
Like,
here last week.
You were here for.
We didn't get to ask you how
But
your week and all that
We
shit.
didn't really get to see because you've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
So first, talk about your week.
This week?
Yeah.
This week was good. I was jet lagged for most of the week.
Okay.
And then I started to feel better, and then I didn't sleep. And so I brought it all back. And then I went to the cottage and
Just slept.
slept. Yeah, because it wasn't a nice weekend anyway. So, but it was relaxing. It was
Your
nice.
pictures, it looked like it was like on Wicked.
What pictures? The one picture that I posted?
I guess. I guess he was the one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh, shout out to Dynamic too this week.
Yes,
yes.
Just
Check
had
that new
the
album.
release party.
Quest.
Had the release party or the listening session.
I almost sit above the clouds, but that's Atwell's new album.
But yeah, no. We also went to that listening party this week.
And that's why I wore the shirt this week. I forgot.
Twice. Hey man, you're supporting us.
And that was at Siempre Tequila House.
Yeah, shout out to
Siempre.
Alex. This is a dope spot.
Yeah.
Dope spot.
Well, we weren't there at the same time, but we were both there.
Shout out to everybody that showed up there. No Boogie was there, T Major, Fortunato. It was really dope.
Yeah, I didn't see any of that. I saw Fortunato.
Yeah. Fortunato was there. You said no Boogie?
No Boogie was there.
Yo.
T Major was there.
I'm so sorry I had no clue Mel Boogie was.
What? What do you mean?
I talked to her. I was like, what's up?
Oh, you said the same thing, didn't you?
What is it?
About Mel Boogie. You're like, you didn't even realize it was her when you were talking.
Yeah, I did talk to her enough though.
Yeah.
No clue.
I was surprised she recognized me.
Oh,
But then again, I had the hoodie.
Well, yeah.
Society.com.
But still,
The
that's
queen.
no clue, sir.
You know,
Get a shot of it.
So what's been going on this week though?
Just the game, bro. That's it. Wrap it.
that's really been it. And
It's
then
history.
Monday is the break, right? Tomorrow. Tomorrow's
Yeah.
the break.
Yeah, this is my so yeah.
10
tomorrow is the
a.m.
break. 10 a.m. it starts.
Who don't like? Why
Make
wasn't it?
sure.
Why wasn't it today?
That's a good question.
Because they just came in. Remember, they spent an extra night in Las
Right.
Vegas. So instead of coming on Friday or something like
Oh,
that,
and
they came in on Saturday.
I told you guys briefly, but I just saw Norman Powell on the street right now. I was like in front of the liquor store, and his car was taking up 2 spaces. So I'm like, "Meh, meh." And Norman Powell walks into the car. I was like, fine, I guess you get this
We
one.
got it right.
I guess you get both spots.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty much. So yeah, let's get back to you've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
Where you been?
Fucking good question. Where? I don't even know.
A lot of locations on the IG pics.
Yes. Well, we do have a guest this week who was out there with me. We can talk more about that.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're all over the fucking place.
And it looked dope. Like
No, it was dope.
like the sightseeing shit you posted and all that.
Yeah.
That to me is like
And I didn't I posted as much as I could, but like I have fucking throwbacks for a year.
Yeah.
I should have been like posting 3 times a day to keep up with all the shit that I was doing.
Right.
And it just becomes tough to do dealing with fucking data out there. I'm buying new SIM cards in every country. Fucking $2 in Poland for a SIM card, but then 40 euros in France for a SIM card, like all over the place. And then using my own data, which is like $12 a day. I was trying not to do that.
Which is there's supposed to be some. I don't know if it's still. I think it's called. You pay one fee, you pay a certain money a day, like $10.
Yeah,
a day.
$12 a day.
Also,
That's if I used my phone the whole time, it would have been $12 a day. But I was gone 24 days or 26 days or
Yeah.
something.
I know.
Adds up. So although apparently they can they have to cap it like 18 days or something. But regardless, still.
That's
enough. So I was buying SIM cards wherever I could, and it worked great. It literally in Poland cost me $2 Canadian for 7 gigs.
Okay. That's nice.
But
then you go
no customer service comes along with that. Because I went back in, I was like, yo, my shit's not working. And they're like, oh, well, I don't know, you have to buy a new one. You didn't buy that one here. I'm like, yeah, but this is T-Mobile. You should, T-Mobile is T-Mobile anywhere you go. And she's like, no. I was like, if you did this, then I would be a satisfied customer. She was like, that's not how it works. I said, no, that's literally exactly how customer service works. She said, not in Poland. So I had to pay $2 more to get my,
Yeah, I think that's first world problems. Like, that's over here. Like, we get shit like customer service. So we're assholes to our customer service.
Poland's not a third world country.
I know, but still.
It's although contrary to what I believed before I went there, I thought it was dark and cold and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
So how many countries did you hit?
No, we did
Guys, no answers. Like
7. Yeah, something like 7.
7.
Yeah.
Well, which one was your favorite?
So we did. Let me see if I remember it. We did the Netherlands, we did Rotterdam, Amsterdam. We did Luxembourg. We did Italy. We did France. We did Poland. We ran through
Poland,
2 Poland shows. We ran through Germany.
Paris.
Yeah,
What else?
that was France. I'm forgetting something for sure.
No, UK, Germany.
Oh yeah, we did the UK too. Yeah.
Yeah, UK,
Yeah.
Germany.
We ran through Germany.
Yeah.
We didn't really like.
What was the most surprising? What city surprised you the most?
Probably Poland.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
like I said, I had no idea, but in my head it's like this dark fucking war torn country. You know, like I mean, it was at one point, but it's because of that. It's a lot of it's new and built up. The people are ice cold, ice fucking cold, but the fans were incredible. So much love, like the exact opposite of what everyone else was like there. And our show in Gdansk was Gdansk. I'm still not sure. After being there for like 5 days, still not sure if you're supposed to say Gdansk or Gdansk. But we were at a festival. Shout out to Fresh and Dope and Mikal, Michael, Money Mike. Fresh and Dope. It's called Fresh and Dope. And yeah, so that one was great. We had a performance outside and then we did inside, and just great crowd, a lot of fun. And the fucking Cannes was beautiful. That's it. Cannes was gorgeous. That's it. I'm moving.
So show-wise, which one's the best?
Probably
Is
Poland.
it Poland?
Yeah.
Like which one? Well, you said surprised me, but like, which one had like the most?
Here, bring these guests in. We can talk about it.
Okay, 10 minutes. I'm just getting you the basics of it because I know. So I'm trying to get those basics out of you. I know how you are.
Yeah.
Then we'll bring him
Yeah,
in.
I know, he might have a little perspective on it. Milan was interesting,
Show-wise?
crowd-wise.
Yeah. How?
I know that answer. I caught that reference.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a blur.
Yeah.
Ask me something specific or else I'm just
You said Milan.
Yeah.
What about the crowd? They're just more imperceptive.
They were doing calisthenics.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that clip.
I don't know. There was a whole crew of gentlemen
That's the party.
doing bachelor party or something. And they were just they had their choreographed calisthenics in the dance floor, and
While you guys are performing.
but they showed a lot of love though. It was a really good crowd.
They were doing this while you're performing.
Just in general. Yes, and before and after.
You're a good performer.
Popping
You
bottles.
watch that and still go.
Yeah.
Good job.
Next time. Next time.
Set up the drink.
Unfortunately, we didn't get to do
Sorry.
Berlin and Prague, which I was really excited for those to do. I'd done Berlin before and had a great time. And Prague, I was really excited to see. And we also started out at New School Rules in Rotterdam, which was dope. We met a lot of really good people there, a lot of festival organizers.
A lot of people, like
dope artists.
actual local artists are out there, right?
Yeah. And just lots of fucking Canadians, man.
Yeah.
It was literally the Canadian takeover everywhere we went.
So people more receptive to us. Where people from here are making.
I always hear that, like, out of Europe, they're way more receptive to just music
They are. They really
than
are.
over our side. Like,
I mean,
America.
Toronto is like a worst case example. It's really hard to impress.
Yeah.
It's fucking Scarface capital still. But even if you go to like fucking Timmins, you know, where they're happy to have us there and accept it. In Europe, they're really fucking happy to have us. I mean, it's just. Did you?
Possibly.
Did not last long.
fast coffee.
Oh, wait. 2 minutes.
Black cups don't last as long.
You got jokes? You got jokes? You don't have to.
Who's got the transition game on this one?
You? It's
I don't know.
But yeah, no. It's 2 more minutes, but yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get mad at
Okay, I'm gonna. But yeah, overall,
You enjoyed yourself.
yeah, fucking great experience. Cannes is just, I'm going back to Cannes is incredible. It's like probably the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you see on the movies or you hear about the south of France. It's just fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And met a lot of really dope people out there as well. Like and as you can imagine, people who are going to go to these places, leave wherever they're at to go to these places, obviously have some ambition and some kind of creative, and just a lot of just creative people out there. Yeah.
Where did you gain the most fans?
Poland.
Still Poland?
Yeah.
Poland.
Poland. Yeah. I like.
Which
Legit,
city in Poland?
Hmm?
Which cities in Poland?
Gdańsk and Warsaw.
Good dance.
Gdańsk.
Yeah.
Gdańsk. Very nice.
How was the local sound? Is it similar to us, or do they have their own sound?
It's a good question. They were in Poland again too. They were dope because that was mostly where we saw like local talent. Because a lot of the other shows was us. Where in Poland, like at the festival, there's a lot of Polish artists because they have like fans. They have guys who are making real rap money just in Poland off Polish fans, and they rap in Polish. It's pretty impressive that they have that sustainability. But there was all the locals were dope. It's similar to like the new vibe of shit that's going on here too.
Is it?
Yeah.
So it's just trap in different language.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Were there a lot of English speaking people at the shows?
Yeah, most places people speak English for the most part, or like at least some.
Yeah.
Like it's only here that we only speak English.
Right.
Like most people in Europe, you speak like 5 languages, just because like they're so close to so many other countries.
Yeah.
But again, in Poland, all the ice princesses, just people on the street. They're like someone just wouldn't speak to you regardless. They would just flat out refuse to
Yes,
give you directions.
Poland.
Yes.
Poland, you were the black guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get into that.
I'm the one that got stopped at the airport there. I'm the one that wasn't allowed in the grocery store.
Choice broken. No, you definitely did.
Let me see.
You just did. Yes, you did.
Well, you can try and bring it.
Yeah, bring the next one. You broke the man.
Can you grab the chicken off the
stove? It's fun, the chicken timer. The one with the egg. The egg one. Yeah, no, it's fun.
The other one's only half there.
We might as well take this one.
Chicken.
The chicken or the eggs? No, that's.
Oh, this isn't even.
Yeah.
The rooster.
No, the egg, yeah.
But good question. Fair question.
Oh, let's give it a 3, 2, 1. We're here, I guess.
Can someone make a
Chicken sound?
ding noise from back there?
Someone make.
Ding.
Okay, that was.
No.
One more time.
Ding. Another good thing.
Ding.
3, 2.
Hey!
Alright. So, before we even take the shot, bring our guest in.
Oh.
Is it done? No. I gotta get all my shot glass.
We got some right
Oh,
here.
we got one ready.
One.
Oh, we need the next one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's see this guy.
What are you drinking?
It's Captain.
That's
The captain.
How's everybody else doing out there, David Solomon? Yeah, this is definitely broken.
I told you.
Hold on. He's gonna be upset. We'll just keep ticking forever. Takes a licking and keeps on ticking, but doesn't go off.
Let's introduce our guest.
All right, so we got a few guests in the building. Join us.
So that was the intro.
That was the intro.
So we got a man who just came off tour in Europe alongside myself. He's been in the game a long time. A singer. We need to tilt that a little bit. Used to be, I think it's Canada's biggest R&B group of all time.
Sure, we can say that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I believe so.
I'll take that.
Called in Essence. The Rebirth 2020 coming soon.
Yes, new album coming
New
soon.
music. We worked on some music together coming soon. Give it up for Dru Grange.
Drug groggy. Yeah. Spider.
That one's fine?
Yeah, I just shifted
Oh, okay. Sure.
It's me?
Yeah. Oh, so we try the next one.
All right.
I want your shot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the shot to? It's a true life.
Tour life.
Surviving.
Surviving.
Here we go. Let's bring the other guys into it. Come on in. So we got Mixmaster Caesar, who's also on the tour. Get in here.
Sir, yes, Mixmaster.
All right.
We got Hollywood
We
Pros.
got one back there.
Actually, put it
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
you can keep right there. Cool. This is so different. Like, oh,
Just
you're
say-
really shifted over. One.
More. Shift over.
Yeah.
Shift over some more.
Can we?
Up to the.
There you go. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, there you go. I find it.
Let's get Let's get close.
I feel like
Okay, let's go.
So we're gonna do a dance routine. This looks like
Oh my God.
like we're a boy band.
I don't even drink.
Oh, you're gonna get late, right?
Hollywood, you want a shot?
You want a shot?
Sure. I'll do one.
Yeah.
It's a shot club.
Yeah.
Do a shot.
We gotta do a shot.
There you
I'll
go.
do one.
Yeah, pour your
I'll
shot.
do a half.
You want a half shot?
Do a half. All right.
Or if you're gonna do it, don't say that out loud. Just pour it out.
It's actually we have a name for it. It's called a Chezza shot.
Oh.
Because he only does
Half shot.
As you can see,
okay.
it's shot glass.
Literally,
Shot
Give me the
half.
chest.
Shot glass, actually,
Yeah.
position.
Give me the chest.
I'm the worst pourer.
Okay.
That's it,
All
right?
right. It's girly drink, right?
Sure.
Really
Sure. Sure it is.
Sure.
Definitely.
Hey.
Nice catch. We all-
Cheers, boys.
Hey,
Should we all?
Are we all going?
Are we going again?
Oh, why not then?
Everyone will check.
Why didn't you know what's going on?
Hey,
God,
we're just-
why is that fun
we're
here
just
for a
guests here.
second?
you know?
Yeah.
We're just guests here. You know what I mean? Like,
Which one is that? That was yours?
that was mine.
Okay.
I should have known that one.
Get that man a double.
Trace.
Oh.
Loser.
You're a loser. Double shot, loser.
Oh, double shot.
So I guess that just means
Yeah.
Not yet. I'm gonna do it.
you gotta cut.
We're gonna do all in unison.
DJ needs a double shot.
He wants a double shot. That's
No,
what.
triple M.
We don't actually do that.
That's
It's
actually
a full.
DJ
It's a double chest.
Hey.
There you go.
Ooh,
That's
call that a double.
yeah. It's a double. It's a double chest.
Double chest.
Which is.
Thanks for having
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
What we toasting to?
You guys tell us.
Yeah.
Always.
We're good with that.
And survival.
Yeah, man. Survival. Yeah. All right.
Here we
Yes,
go.
sir.
Cheers, gentlemen.
All right.
That was nice.
So,
I get that.
oh yeah, you can get
There you go. Okay. I'll get sick.
So I heard you guys just got off tour in Europe. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, Mixmaster was a DJ,
Mhm.
keeping me, you know, level-headed.
Yep.
Because, you know, sometimes when people come together on a tour, don't always gel, you know what I mean? Don't always, like, people move different ways.
Before, how was this tour set up? Like, was there a headliner?
Yeah,
opening
so-
acts, supporting acts? How was
The
it set up?
headliner was also the organizer, right? So DT was the headliner.
Okay.
DT the artist, shout out to DT the artist. And he was also the organizer.
Okay.
Organized with Hook and Co. Michelle, I don't remember her last name. Yeah. So they organized it. They were on a tour last year apparently, and some bullshit went down. Some of the venues contacted BT for another tour to ask him if he would organize another tour, and he just said, "Well, you know what? Fuck it, sure." And then he contacted Michelle to help him with logistics.
And so,
Right?
yeah,
I think
and,
it's
yeah. In some context, he's has an affiliation with the label in Poland. So he's I don't know the details, but so the Poland, that's why we were there. We were in Poland for 6 days. We had the Warsaw show and the Dance show, and we went to the studio and the label studio up there and all that. So he has that kind of that area, and then they added, you know, the rest of the tour kind of around that, and in between two conferences, New School Rules in Rotterdam, in the Netherlands, and then Midam in France.
Yeah.
So it was kind of structured around that with Poland in between, just to give it a little framework.
So yeah, it had some interesting routing, driving for 15 hours, driving for 30 hours, kind of back and forth. It was just, got a little tedious, but the shows were, for the most part, the shows were good. We think that the locations could have been researched a little bit better to know what we were walking into.
How many dates were there?
There was supposed to be no less than 9 shows in between the conferences.
Okay.
And I think it ended up being, I performed maybe 6 shows, right? And then New School Rules we performed, and then the demo. So that would be
8, but it's supposed to be
So
6
it's
out of
supposed to
9.
be, exactly. Yeah, it was supposed to be 9 and then the conferences.
Right.
And then some studio sessions
And then-
mixed in.
Right.
And then, I mean, New School and the Dam were obviously the
It
highlights.
was amazing.
Those were both great. Very different schedules, or festivals.
Yeah, it's good.
Very different, but equally as cool and great experiences, and got to meet and make great contacts.
Yeah.
New School Rules was like very artist centric. We're all artists. We all kind of like everyone rolled together. It was like a big crew. We would go like to the one event to the next event. And I like the community of that.
Yeah.
And like just kind of the grassroots of how they organize it.
And it's very international. The demo is just
Yeah.
like, you walk, there's the fourth floor, they have a different,
Yeah.
what you call it, booth set up from like different countries.
Yeah, Medem was very.
And, Middle East, and it's like really.
They've been like that for years, though, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's
that's
much
really-
more.
that's
It's much
what's
more
known
They're known for
corporate.
that, yeah.
It's like corporate and like it's a business
It's real
to business
business.
festival. So it's like if you're a label and you're trying to find a publisher, I'm just throwing, but it's like meant more for that as opposed to an artist
Yeah.
going. But at the same time, as an artist, you can get a lot out of it if you have that property.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like as an artist, like we went to a lot of panels where it was for sync licensing.
Yeah.
So if we have a catalog of music sitting in your laptop,
Yeah.
I mean, now it can be used for TV shows or movies or those contacts are like direct
Yeah.
there.
That was great. And that was
Yeah.
the focus kind of going into that.
Yeah.
And we made some really good contacts. And I mean, we're both in that kind of same situation. We're both making music for quite a while and have a catalog of music that has been released or not released, either or, and can still be used for licensing and film, TV, movies, etc. And that's a whole revenue stream that a lot of artists don't utilize. So
And these movies and like TV shows, they're looking for stuff with vocals on it, there's partial vocal on, there's just a beat.
Yeah.
They can really use that shit.
well, and that's something I kind of learned a little bit about too, because I have my clean, my dirty, my instrumental,
Yeah.
my acapella. But you need to have like, before even approaching a lot of people, you need to have
The
like
stems.
the stems ready and
Yeah.
like even possibly like versions with just the hook or
Yeah.
versions with like maybe a 30-minute segment that kind of fades
Yeah,
up. 'Cause
or
it's a-
acoustic version,
yeah,
stripped down
exactly, yeah.
versions that they can use in different places.
you have to think about when you watch a show, like a song will play for like 10 seconds. Maybe,
Yeah.
and so that all has to be structured, and you don't. The less you have to communicate back and forth,
Yeah.
they don't have to be asking you for shit.
Yeah.
The better position you are in to get that shit. Right?
Yeah, like there was one company that the woman was looking for a replacement song that sounds like Back to Black.
Yeah.
In one.
Yeah.
So she was like specifically
Yeah.
sound. So we can now go. I end up Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we need to get something that is like a replacement song that's dark and has that
That vibe.
and we can directly send it to her.
Yeah, they know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when they get the films or TV
Yeah,
series and stuff, when they watch it in editing, they're like, okay, well, this feels like,
This type of
yeah.
vibe.
Hey,
Like,
Fergie.
That's most of that.
Hey, welcome back. So like I said, this is our third chicken we've gone through. We went through the original one that you grabbed in there, and then we went through the egg, and then we had, what did we fucking finally call him?
Black
Rooster. Blacka?
No.
I call it black.
Sir
I
shots a
call
lot.
What did I even call
Or
him?
big black cluck.
Big Black Cluck.
Sweet.
BBC.
Count Cluckula.
Count Blackula. So wait, you guys
This
went
is my
through 2
last one.
chickens?
This is the third
Oh,
one.
is-
and I'm good.
But
This is the second one, but it's
Thank you.
well, no, Count Cluckula was the third one, but he just broke.
I just broke.
the
The
last
last.
one.
Yeah. And this has only been, how many episodes are we in?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Alright,
because I missed, like,
6 episodes. 6.
a year. So this was our second one. This is Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Right.
And so he's working with it. Look at him.
So
He's happy to be back.
serious.
Look at his face.
He has game face on.
So after the CNT, may have to donate some chickens
Yes.
and
Yeah.
Sure, just in case. Keep in the backup.
But it's true. He's like he saw his chance to come back. He's
He jumped
been
up.
benched. He's like
He's wide-eyed.
come back.
He's
He's like,
wide-eyed for this. But yeah, so what's this shot to?
Yes. Sorry, BBC.
Damn, bro.
What the fuck?
I've accepted. All right.
Extend it if you want.
We never say we never really die.
Rest in peace, BBC.
No,
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yes.
Oh, dang. Cheers, boys.
Here we go.
Yeah, so before we really jump
Sheldon.
into the tour, let's get back into your history before that.
Mhm.
Because you were innocent. Innocent. I
Innocent.
can never say it right. I can't speak English.
You were
But-
I'm a very innocent boy.
So after that, you just went solo right away?
Yeah, we were signed to BMG, and we had the Juno Award-winning album, and we toured Europe.
Stun
I was about to do this.
And BMG dropped the whole urban division.
Oh, okay.
So it was us, Keisha Shante, Joe Concept,
Sean Desmond.
Sean Desmond, they cleaned us all up. So from then, I had my daughter, who was very small at that time. I'm like, you know what, we gotta do something.
Yeah.
I gotta make a move. So the group ended in 07, and by 08, I had the first single.
Okay.
Already out the first song called The One.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from 07 to now, you've just been working.
Yeah, so from 07 I put out 08, I put out The One and Seasons and Stay With Me and all these singles that do really well on radio, toot my own horn. Yeah.
Big
And, then I signed a deal with Universal and put out my biggest records, She Can Ride and Getting It In, and You Got Me Running featuring James Dolan. So from then that was 2010, 2011. From then after that I put out a couple more singles. It's just independent. Song called Don't Be Afraid, produced by Hollywood, which is 30,000 streams away from 1 million right now. So
Nice.
we're getting, moving. And 3 more singles that were put out 2018, 2019 that got over 100,000 streams right now. So right now it's like the Rebirth. That's why we're calling it the next tour. We're going to do it next year, based off of learning from this tour. Segue.
You see how we got right?
So the new tour, the Rebirth 2020 tour, is going to go down to kind of, help to add on to what we just came from,
Right.
and just the whole Rebirth.
So how did you get on that tour? The one you just got off the tour?
It's funny.
Well, I got on.
Yeah.
The chocolate. Literally live on the chocolate.
DC was here, right?
Yeah.
But I had submitted some music for the Junos, and one of the judges contacted me on Facebook because he had heard some songs and was like wondering why I didn't submit certain songs, whatever. So I just told him to call me, and he started talking about, he's like, are you touring? Blah blah. He's like, I know DT does these tours, but he's like, a lot of artists that haven't done anything in a while. This is what he said to me. A lot of artists that haven't done a lot in a while feel they can just get on tours and get paid.
Right.
But they have to realize sometimes you have to humble yourself. And just, if someone's doing a tour, you pay whatever you gotta pay, get on the tour.
Right.
So I know he was indirectly saying that to me.
Yeah.
Big up to
Listen,
Michael
you have to
Brown.
pay.
Big up to Michael Brown. But I heard him, I'm like, you know what? I want to get out there. I'm willing to take that chance and, see what's up. So I hit a DT, met with DT, he's mad cool, solid dude, and told me about it and mentioned that he's an artist himself and he'd be on the tour with us and he understands artists and, we're all together, he'll make sure we're all good, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, shit, that sounds kind of dope. No one's really stuck their neck out like that over all these years for artists from Toronto to be able to tour Europe. That's a big deal. You know what I mean? So I was like, shit. So did it. Jumped on it.
Yeah.
And man, it was interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting time.
what the guy said of Michael Brown.
Yes.
That's like my same idea. That's why I asked him, like,
Yeah.
what made you do that to him?
Yeah.
Most times I would believe that you'd want to be like, yo, you gotta pay me.
Yeah,
bro.
and this was the
I
first
got
tour I ever
record, I
paid
got
to
work.
be on. Right? This is the first tour I ever paid to be on. I was on my last tour was the Sean Paul tour in 2016.
No, that's too early. That's way too early.
Next round.
He's excited.
Well, we got 5 minutes still left. No, it's working too hard.
I'm sure I wanted
Oh, whoa, whoa.
You know what? I just realized I ain't driving, so I can't say no.
Yeah.
Hollywood will have my shot.
We'll wait it out. We'll keep going. But yeah,
Next one, next one.
Well, we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
You want to get back out there. You know,
Sean Paul tour.
Sean Paul
Yeah,
tour,
the Sean Paul
But yeah,
tour.
even Sean Paul, he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was dope. That was amazing. I needed that at that time.
Yeah.
But to pay to get on a tour, I was like, that's exactly like that. I humbled myself.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I haven't had a hit out in a couple of years. People may not really remember, and it's like sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean, regroup. You know, take care of yourself, get in the gym, fucking get your mind back in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back in that zone and go kill it. So that's what I'm doing right now. You know.
Then the tour happened.
Yes.
The tour happened. I like the way you put that tour. The tour happened.
So just experience off this tour pushed you guys to want to do yourself. So you guys,
Yes.
all the
Well,
contacts.
what it did was it pushed us to want to be back out there.
Right.
To be out there
As soon as
again.
possible.
Because
Yeah.
the thing is, like, I toured Europe one time before,
Okay.
like 3.5 years
That
ago.
was a while ago.
And
Okay.
I was like, when I came back, I was like, I gotta get back out there. I took a bit of a hiatus for a while, and so I'm kind of back
Mhm.
in a similar way too. I didn't have quite as many hits, but no, okay, coming back off that now, like the value in going back
Oh, yeah.
right away is real. Like you need to keep that going because you can fucking tour Canada
A million
a
times.
million times, and I've done it, and like out there it's a whole different story, and like the love is there, and just getting out there. Once you're out there, like we could have kept rolling.
Yes.
We could keep rolling
Just
for
off
months.
yourself,
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
guys
Just
just-
from the people we met. Oh, come do this. Come do
Yeah.
this. Come do this.
They really
Yeah.
value artists.
Yeah.
They
And just-
respect us.
They value artists, like fans value artists,
Yeah.
but artists value artists.
Yes.
And like we met so many people who like I'm seeing people's stories that we were out there with, and they're still rolling.
Yeah.
They're like, and we could just be, so we could go to London, LA,
Yeah.
fucking like 10 places
Back
in the
to
world right now,
Poland.
and have a place to stay
Yeah.
and have a show set up for us.
Everywhere.
Yeah, they really appreciate
Yeah.
music and artistry there. Definitely. It's a whole different vibe.
Like a lot of artists that are here moving, running circles, doing shows in Toronto and Burlington and Hamilton, and that's all good. But just take that step, man. You gotta just take that
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
step and just get out there. And it'll just open your mind to how big this world is. And it's not just the US, it's not just Canada. The world is a big fucking place, man. And there's so much opportunity out there. It's crazy.
Before this tour, did you tour Europe before?
I toured with In Essence,
Yeah.
but not as many countries. We toured like Germany, Belgium, Amsterdam, but we didn't tour like this whole place.
Okay.
And that opened my eyes too. But to go out there solo now was a new experience. Yeah.
And yeah, the people that are out there doing it, man, like they're from all over the place. But it's like it attracts people who have the same kind of mindset,
Yes.
the same vision, and want to get out there and shit. Like all those people we met, like Theo and
Yeah.
Better and I, and
What's his name? Ali Shure's son.
bro,
Oh my goodness.
Like Diddy's son?
No.
Like I'll be
different.
like,
Yeah,
took care of
Ali
that.
Shure's
Albie
son.
Jr.
The one
Ali
he-
Jr.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's amazing.
I believe it.
He's
Yeah.
Does he look like his dad too?
He doesn't really look like him.
No?
I would never thought that.
Quincy took it all. Like Quincy,
Yeah, no,
just like him.
looks like exactly like his dad.
But yo, shout out to everybody on that mixtape tour.
Yes. Shout out to the mixtape tour, definitely. U.S. artists, Canadian artists.
What's the mixtape for?
So that was like a tour going on basically at the same time as us. We kind of overlapped. Their dates started after ours.
So I think they're still going.
They're still they got that Tel Aviv thing. Like I don't even know where they are now.
Yeah.
They went to Tel Aviv like as we were leaving. They were going to Tel Aviv. And they were a group of 20 artists.
20.
Like half Canadian, half American, pretty much.
Our tour had only 7. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had. So when we were all together, there was a lot of performers.
Yeah.
But they showed me mad love. Mad love.
And they had a really good community on their own tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the community on your tour.
You're good. That was very well done. That was well done. I can appreciate that.
Hey! Straight time, saved by the bell.
Whoa.
That's all right. Used to it.
That's wrong.
Getting splattered in Captain Morgan's juices. Yeah, I'm used to
That's what it is.
Whew. Okay.
But yeah, so back to community and tours.
Yeah.
Tour life. Like even this tour compared to when you did with In Essence.
Oh wow.
I said it right.
Yes, he did.
Organization,
say in
scheduling,
Essence.
everything. How? What's
Oh
the
my
difference?
gosh, it was like night and day. The tour with In Essence, I felt like a celebrity.
Okay. This felt like
This, I felt like
underground.
a brand new artist underground begging to have a chance.
Okay.
But honestly, like the fact that you can do that humbly
Yeah.
says a lot. Like a lot of artists just wouldn't do it for one, or they would see certain things along the way, and
Like,
they
nah, I ain't
fuck
fucking
this
with
out.
I was gonna bring that up.
But I mean,
Yeah, that takes a lot.
yeah. But there's a lot of Canadian artists who have reached a certain level, and then times change, and they're coming back now. I feel like there's quite a few artists kind of in that
Yeah,
position.
Maestro being one of them. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Maestro's doing his thing.
I should
Shout
just
out to
dropped
Maestro.
that Jurassic Park record.
Yeah.
And
Big up to
he
Maestro.
dropped his latest album too.
Oh yeah, the album.
And
as well,
it's
yeah.
like,
It's dope.
Have you heard? Like, dude, he's doing
It's
some
dope.
Like,
fire.
oh man, it's hip
Shit,
hop.
the Waste You one, like it's like
The
new
Waste You.
vibe. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
new vibe.
But it's still
him.
hip hop.
Yes.
Like that's the thing. Like that's what's
Yeah.
been missing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have all this. Everybody's doing everything the same.
Yeah.
But you got Maestro coming in and he's bringing back hip hop.
one of his
Yeah.
tracks came up on Spotify on playlist Northern Bars or whatever. It might have been Icebreakers.
Thank you.
And it came up and I had to go be like, who is that? And I was like,
right?
Maestro.
Yeah, when
That's
you were
Maestro.
playing in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah.
I'm like,
wow.
who the fuck is that? He's like,
Yeah.
guess who this is?
Yeah.
And we're saying all the different names. We're
Yeah.
saying Travis Scott. We're saying all the different people. He's like,
Yeah.
that's fucking Maestro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shout out to TJ.
Do you feel that pressure when you make music that you have to sound more new, or is it just
I don't feel
your
it at all.
vibe? You just vibe.
Yeah.
No, I don't. There was, man, I've heard a lot of different things. Like, there's a radio personality that I've known for a long time. And let me hear some of my new music. And he was like, true, man, you know, don't you pop Molly, man? Don't you do any drugs or anything? He's like, right about that.
Was that like word for word? Word for word.
Facts.
Facts.
Absolute
And this is a
facts.
reputable radio station. I've known him for 20 years
Yeah.
or more.
We're talking
He is
about-
a respected person on a radio station in Toronto.
Absolutely.
And this is what he said.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, do you tell 19-year-old artists this? I'm like, I hope you don't.
He probably
This is
does.
what you're telling artists.
You know they will go and do it.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
like if that makes me money, why not?
Right? And that kind of, in a way, pushed me more to just, you know what? I'm going to just do what I fucking do.
Yeah.
I don't need to, if you want to call it selling your soul, if you want to call whatever you want to call it, man. I don't need fame that bad. You know what I mean? It's okay. I'll make music with my dude Hollywood. We'll still make hits. We'll still tour. I'll still feed my daughter. I'm good with that.
And we talked about this, how there's kind of a void in R&B right now
Yes.
that is ready to be filled.
It looks like it.
Well, R&B
It really
hip hop.
It really looks like
Think
it.
about what's happened since Drake really became like the staple.
Yeah.
Hip hop is
Well,
now
there's-
R&B.
there's a-
Third line.
It's all
There- exactly.
one. But
That's
if
exactly.
you look down the line, they've been going
I'd
that
say
way.
the opposite.
From
I'd say
LL Cool
hip-hop
J
is
and
R&B now.
then John
Correct.
Roll on
Well, that's what I'm
going
saying.
to
Yeah,
get
it's
together.
R&B, yeah.
So it's like,
But I
yeah.
think even the sound though of real singing, like artists like her, artists like Daniel Caesar.
Yeah.
You know, like there's new, real R&B soul singers emerging that are not auto-tuning the fuck out of their voice.
Yeah, but the problem is they're not being put on the platforms that matter.
But it's slowly changing. There's new artists like Nicole Bus who just signed Rock Nation.
Yeah.
The one that did the
She's
Son of the Cream sample.
Yeah.
Okay.
A song called You.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I fucking love that song. So if companies like Rock Nation are now signing those types of artists,
Exactly.
there's a shift.
You're looking,
Yeah.
But they're still the majors. And that's the problem. The majors are still playing the game where it's like, well, you know, what worked 6 months ago, last
Still
year,
works.
they made 20, 30 mil.
So
Let's
why
do
not?
Let's do
this.
this, and we might get at least a one, two.
Exactly. Let's just get one guy, one girl, and then all of a sudden, we're in.
What did you guys think of the whole Khaled, Tyler the Creator bundle shit?
Oh, dude.
You guys heard about it?
So,
So, you know, a lot of the major artists have been pairing their album with a company. So it's like Nicki will probably do like merch with her
like
her tour tickets,
tickets.
and they count it as albums.
Oh, yes.
Right.
So DJ Khaled had partnered up with a energy drink.
No, Tyler did. Tyler partnered with like Monster energy drink.
Okay.
And
Khaled's with an energy drink.
It was Khaled who partnered? I
Yeah.
thought it was Tyler. 'Cause he
They
was
had
upset.
they had the picture with him in the actual logo.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was some energy drink company.
Okay.
And Tyler had another one, but they have to go through Billboard first for that to count.
Yeah.
Right. And apparently, whatever Tyler did was the correct way, and then Khaled they ended up rejecting. So they discounted sales from his album. So he didn't make the #1 spot that he was looking for,
Right.
with the whole scheme.
Right.
But apparently there was some pyramid scheme
But
shit.
that's why Tyler. Because I heard that Tyler.
So Tyler's numbers were
He bundled it.
because of it.
But his bundle was good.
Tyler in the #1
But
spot.
allowed.
Khaled was
So was it album sales were counted through what sales of?
through purchases of like the drink.
Well,
And with the Khaled,
that's the thing. Yeah, there was
with
a
the
time-
Khaled shit, there was actually within that company, they were telling employees, you buy a case, you know,
Goes
they're really
towards the
cooking
album.
the books.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
But see, but that's the thing. It got to a point where record labels would just consider a sale as a sale.
Right.
So if you sign an artist, you sell merch, you sell anything they're sponsored to, guess what? That will count as an album sale.
Yeah.
And that's where things started getting a little weird.
Funny.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Well,
not
and that's
opposed
when
to
they
it
were
being
going
done,
to
but
buy
like,
Yeah.
I think a little transparency.
Exactly.
as far as-
You'd have record
I know.
companies buying 250,000
They've been doing
units
it for-
right out of the
Oh,
gate.
no, but it's like it
And
just
then all of a
shows
sudden, the album's like in 3 days at 1 million,
Yeah.
platinum. It's like, well, wait, what happened?
And
that.
then,
I mean, Jay-Z does it too.
They used to do that a lot
Ways
too,
to-
because they always have the payola thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always ways that they were
it's
buying,
always
Yeah.
paying their way in.
But it just shows that album sales are down.
Yeah.
And people have to find different ways to kind of trick people into buying the album, and that in itself is kind of fun.
Yeah, it is messed up.
People don't buy music.
No, people
No.
don't buy music.
Well, look, what
apparently
happened to iTunes?
Yeah,
Remember?
iTunes doesn't
We just
exist
talked
now.
about this a couple days ago.
they got rid of
iTunes
No,
don't
they're restructuring it. They're
Restructured.
still gonna be able to use it.
Well, here's
But
what's
it's gonna be
happening.
streaming.
Here's what's happening with
It's gonna be
iTunes. Yeah, the iTunes basically is gone, and Apple Music is taking over. What's happening is streaming is the forefront, and if you want to buy the single, you still can through Apple Music. But iTunes itself, that's done.
Yeah.
So it's like the purchase platform in this industry is over.
Yeah.
So they're literally waiting on people that stream these records. The same way radio broke records back in 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's what the internet's doing.
Streaming playlists and all that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
through those playlists,
But
you
the
can
problem
download
is the
song,
monopoly
people
of the
just use it down.
structure.
Yeah. Why?
You guys got
That's what you
labels
just
in
get.
Universal,
Yeah.
Sony Music owning Spotify.
Yeah.
And it's like at that point where it's like artists are getting pennies while the label's making all the money.
That's true.
They figured out
they
that
finally figured it out.
that's right. Well, that's right. They
Yeah.
figured it out. So it's like for years the artists have been eating,
Horrible.
publishers
Yeah.
have been eating,
It's horrible.
labels have been kind of like, yo, wait,
Yeah.
we signed these guys to make money. Why are we losing?
Yeah.
Now they figured out a way to make money.
Because it was poor labels for so long that
Yeah.
the internet came and they just didn't know how to adapt. And they didn't. They were
They didn't.
really slow on
Well,
it.
look what happened right out of the gate with Napster.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate. They could have formed some Spotify, iTunes right out of the gate.
They
They said, no.
refused though. They refused.
Spin again. Tense.
Buy one card.
Double
Oh,
shot.
double shot.
Should we change the name? DJ Spin again?
There it is.
Okay, but so to your '90s R&B buff, obviously.
Yes.
We talked about that. But I think there's like a market for that. There's like the Bruno Mars, Cardi B track that came out that legit was one of those songs you're like, wait, how did I not hear that back in the day?
But the whole problem with that
Yeah.
is exactly.
The
is
album.
it just one song where it's a gimmick?
Yeah.
Or is it the whole album? Where it's
Apparently, the
a
whole
sound?
album.
The album is dope.
It's
The
like
whole album has that
Oh,
same
it's like
song?
that
I'm
song
saying
that-
he's been in that throwback lane though for
That
a minute.
too.
Yeah.
Like, he knows how to do it.
But that's the thing. He's the only one doing it.
Yeah.
No one else doing it.
No, there isn't anybody.
Now, do you think it's different that he's not just a full black dude? Is it different that
He's not. He's half Filipino.
he's Filipino
Filipino and
Hawaiian?
Mexican.
Yeah, Filipino and Hawaiian.
And
Yeah.
he's from Mars.
He is from Mars.
Thanks.
My name is Mo.
I think it is showing though that people still love the music
Yeah.
of that era.
Sure.
You know what it is though, but Bruno does his own music.
Yeah,
Like, that's what
yeah.
it comes down to. He's not following anybody.
No.
Yeah.
Bruno's in his own lane. So it's like if you're a fan of Bruno Mars, then you that's probably the only R&B, real R&B. I mean, I don't want to say that, but I mean, mainstream on that
Yeah,
level.
mainstream
On that level,
Till
yeah.
Don't make it like
Rebirth
that.
2020.
Exactly.
Hey!
That's real.
That's on you.
Well, when we were looking at beats, because I told you I found this beat, I was like, it was one of those type of
Yeah.
throwbacks. I was like, sold. Fuck. I was like, I want to hit the dude up to make something similar like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we both can come on that.
On that vibe.
Well, you guys on tour. You guys are working your asses off on tour,
Mhm.
and you managed to record 3 records.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
not that I didn't
right,
expect
yeah.
it. I know Drew. I mean, I just met you.
Well,
but-
and you did 4.
I did. Yeah, because I did the Island record, Take a Trip, and
Big tune.
yes, I think so.
Woo!
And we shot the video in Kansas.
Look out for that.
Yeah.
Oh. What's the shot to?
Is it just us?
Invite on.
Phil, yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
I ain't driving.
was drinking.
Hey, listen.
What's going on?
I don't got a car right now.
Hey.
Car's at the house. So I'm good.
Hey.
There it is. Don't drink and drive, folks.
Not
And,
drunk.
and we preach that.
Definitely.
We're trying to get mad as a sponsor.
And it's poured all over the mall.
Here we go. Maddie's watching me like a hawk right now.
All right, so what's Rebirth?
The Rebirth is, I took some time off. Like my daughter just turned 14.
Okay,
I took some I didn't know I was gonna take time.
What's your daughter?
16.
So you know what it is. And so I didn't know it wasn't something I planned. Like I'm gonna take this time off to raise my daughter.
Right.
But that's kind of how it went. Like hey Drew, so and so's gonna be in the club tonight. Can you come through? Like no, I have my daughter. Oh Drew, this is going on. No, I have my daughter.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what it turned into, and it went for the span of a little bit of years. You know what I mean? So now that she's amazing, she's starting high school, grade 9, September. Straight A student. She has her head on straight. She's just amazing now. She's like kicking me out the door like that. Go do it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
So she's like a big supporter.
She pushes him.
Huge.
Oh yeah.
She's my engine, man. 100%.
He'll play track. He plays tracks for her. If she don't like
If she don't like it,
then
she'll tell me.
we broke.
My daughter don't care.
Yeah. Well, we broke records.
I haven't played any of this stuff.
Yeah.
But she'll tell me, when she goes, Daddy, I don't know. I know that she is.
Yeah, she's not trying to hurt her, but she doesn't buy it.
Right? But,
Say that before we go see the video.
yeah, I know. But, so the Rebirth is like, I feel like I'm kind of reintroducing myself as not as a new artist, but I really feel like I found myself over the years and the sound, the music, and me and Hollywood, a couple other producers I'm working with. I really feel like it's really me. It's not, when I was with In Essence, we had BMG telling us, okay, you guys should make this type of song. When I was with Universal, like, Drew, you should make these types of pop records that'll work on radio. This time it's just me. It's just, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about radio. I don't care about what's hot, what's not, what this chick will like, what that girl's into.
And that's when it
You know,
happens.
that's just me in Hollywood, and just letting out
I'm
what's
excited to hear
inside.
the production.
Hollywood is a
wait.
monster, man.
It's been a minute.
How
He's
much?
a beast.
How much of the
Oh, yeah,
label
you're like,
pressure was pressure on suggestions?
Stop it.
Yeah, it's been a
It was
minute.
more suggestion, but I felt like they wouldn't push as hard if I didn't kind of go with what they wanted.
Mhm.
Actually, that goes with David's question. David, sitting there with his dad, still talking to us. He said,
What up, Dave?
do you feel they put more pressure on hip hop artists to sell music that's destructive?
Oh,
I think so.
absolutely.
Definitely. There's an agenda, man.
Yeah.
There's a horrible fucked up agenda.
It's divide and destroy,
in the
man.
music
That's what's
industry.
up.
Exactly. They don't want anyone to talk about any kind of love, any kind of
Yeah.
real family connection. They want us all to be separated.
Yeah.
That's why the record's talking about popping pills and fucking bitches and doing all this shit is what they want to put to the forefront.
Right.
Because it is their agenda, I feel, to separate us. More and more to control us. So much easier.
Makes sense. So,
You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's crazy because like the education system, like financial system,
every
well,
way.
music is like the easiest thing to slip in there, because it's just like you don't even consider it a thing. It's just music. It's just back.
Subconscious.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's subconscious.
Yes. Exactly. They tap into that.
Yeah,
They know.
it's about the time, all that stuff.
95% of our decisions are made from our subconscious.
There's all the, like those trigger words and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they know,
Yeah.
they know what they're doing.
And
It's all science.
and
It's all
the-
science,
yeah,
psychology. They know exactly.
the
Oh, yeah.
repetitive melody.
That's
There's
what
only,
it is. Yeah.
3 or 4.
You got 4 or 5 chords
Yeah.
that run the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
every single
there's a certain
song
type of
run the
megahertz.
world. Chords.
So much girl.
That's what the whole.
You know what? Yeah,
was it
we
Alex
do.
Cooper or like ACDC or they're saying
Yeah.
if you play it backwards,
Yeah.
it's a whole
Have a
different
shot.
shit.
Yeah, it's real.
I believe.
Music
That's
is one of the okay. Well, remember they say Lucifer when he was banished
Mm.
from heaven.
The Lucifer?
Lucifer.
Oh, Uzi Vert, but that's where his name comes from.
Lucy Vert.
That's where his name came from. That's where his name came from.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, they say when he was banished from heaven, he
No,
was
before he was banished.
Yeah, before he was banished from heaven, he was in charge of music.
Yeah.
And music was only to be to praise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And then they said when he was banished, that's why he uses that to infest the youth.
Became a tool.
Exactly.
Socrates in the Republic wanted to ban certain notes because of the emotions. It was facts.
See, that's real.
Facts. And not only that, frequency change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think don't quote me, but I think it's 432 hertz. That is like our natural
Yeah.
frequency.
Yeah.
And what they did was they brought it down to 420,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which kind of makes
Yeah.
a difference. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But like the way we
That's funny, right?
no, not 420 is fantastic.
They're
No, but that's a fact. Though. Like a lot of the sound.
running.
Oh, for sure.
We're up here.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah.
And that's real, 'cause you can't
the
even-
Tour had a difference of
Yeah,
vibration.
You feel it.
You can't connect.
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
just cannot
you
connect as much
feel-
as you try.
That's what it is. People are trying to. You feel the people in the business trying to control you, trying to say, hey, you need to go this way. You need, and for some reason you
just
feel like,
can't
wait,
agree.
no.
But certain people will connect with that.
Because they're all the same frequency.
And they'll, because
Yeah.
and they are attracted to each other.
Well, what they're putting out is greed, money. So it's like these kids are attracted to I want the money and the fame, I want the cars, I want this.
Exactly.
And what half these people don't understand is like these kids, they don't have much. They're in debt to these labels. And half the time they don't sell, you can't sell records anymore.
Yeah.
So that's the 360
That's
deal,
why
that's what
360
they call it
get
now.
the money.
2019 360 deal is you can sell 1 million copies or 1 million streams or 10 million streams, whatever, but those ain't physical copies.
Yeah.
So that means you are forever owing the label until you're able to pay back what they've given you money wise. You know what I mean?
Take
Just
out your
like,
merch, your tour,
yeah, your cars you
sponsors,
buy, the
everything.
houses you buy, the more you spend, the more you owe in debt to them.
And enough of these new artists are seeing that.
Yeah.
I think it's a part of what Rebirth had to go through. There's a lot of deals where they realize, oh shit, this ain't my money.
That's right. It ain't their money.
See what Lil Pump did?
And that's a little 10-3.
No, Lil Pump did is when he got signed, they didn't realize he was under 18.
That's right.
So after he sold all the record and stuff, he said, don't want to be with you guys anymore. They're like, no, you're signed to me. He's like, no, you signed me under 18. So
Nah,
legally, I can leave.
yeah.
And he left with all this music, all this shit.
He knew what he was doing, though. He
That's-
knew what that's a
that's
smart cat right there.
That's the second best label finesse.
Right?
Well, the
That's huge.
Frank Ocean.
Yes.
Frank
Frank Ocean's number one.
I don't think you'll ever see anybody on a major label
Do it.
on a major that means something
Yes.
to our culture.
Bro,
Like that.
pretty much
And
what
that's
happened.
the fuck
Yes,
out
pretty much Frank Ocean's just like, no,
Yeah.
you're gonna listen to me,
Yeah.
and that's what's up.
Well, he still did what he was contractual obligated to do,
Yeah,
but he just.
He
That
finished
whole video too that he gave them was his like
that.
parting to them saying,
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like I'm showing you leave.
Yeah.
I'm showing you that I'm leaving right now in the project I'm getting.
That was genius.
That being said, you've been on a major, you've been indie. What would it take for you to go back to a major? Because if you see an artist go back and wonder,
No less than 2 million, 2-3 million up front.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, that's
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not interested because I can do what they do.
I was gonna
I can
ask,
put a
would
team
you want
together
that?
can do better?
Yeah.
Because this is a prime example. When I was signed to Universal, we put out the song "Getting It In," and we let them work radio for 4 weeks. I got on 4 stations. I then hired Mark Strong, Strong Songs.
Mhm.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
I was on 40 stations in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We let Universal do their thing, and then we sourced outside of the label and hired someone that could do the fucking job.
Make the
The
work
thing was
happen.
like labels, they'd have their
40 stations.
They'd have their extension
You would
to
think.
America, all the different places outside of Canada.
But they
No,
still
see,
don't.
no.
I'm curious. So what year was that?
This was 2010.
Okay. So where Toronto and Canadian music, specifically Toronto, is now, do you think that would have changed in the way what they put behind Canadian Toronto music?
Now,
Yeah.
I don't know because a lot of the Canadian artists that have still blown up worldwide, it was because of the U.S.
They went to US first.
Facts.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of Canadian money.
But that's what they do.
And then they come back to Canada.
There it is.
And then Universal
Then
Canada
yeah,
starts to
respect
stay.
them here.
Exactly. And all the majors here suck their fucking cock.
But they wait. They literally wait
To
until
see if
they
you can do
blow
something in the
up.
US.
And then they act like they were supporting them the whole time.
Oh, they
It's true.
accept you over
Everyone.
down south? They accept you down south? We'll accept you over here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's the shot to?
Independence.
Yes.
I got this one for you.
Yes.
I'm done after this.
Wow.
For the rest, tune in Choclair podcast. Bye.
now, even though you haven't taken a shot in a minute, we still have this thing called the last drink rule.
Okay.
Ooh.
So someone has to do it. So the last drink rule is we have our artist here, throw a beat on.
Or
They've
not.
had a few drinks,
Or you go ahead, if you want.
spit something,
Yeah,
sing
let's go.
something. By long, you got anything? Do you want to go acapella? Or
No, I'll fuck with a beat, whatever. I'm down for whatever. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. That's the beat there?
That's one.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want though. You can switch it up though.
Can it go a little bit louder?
Yeah.
It's been a while now. The rebirth, yeah, we starting now. Yeah, more littles just came off the road. Oh, don't wanna go, but we gonna go now. Only had 2 shots today, but I freestyling in a major way. We got Mix Master on my left, we got Maddie Styles, fresh to death, ayy. We here freestyling now. Don't know if anybody does this now. R&B freestyling off the dome. Oh, it's almost time to go home. We can smoke a little something now. Yeah, say we'll puff a little something now. Yeah, don't know what you think going now. Yeah, I'm making up words as I go along. Yeah, yeah, hey.
Alright.
I'm waiting for a roller
That was a legit R&B freestyle.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna sing some shit. I was like, I know all the words. I just
That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the last drink rule.
That's not very cool. Yeah.
Are we doing one more shot?
Let's do it.
Yeah. We're gonna shot to end the show.
One more.
Everybody can.
Sure, everyone in, last one. DJ, that means you gotta spin this last step. Okay. Miss a turn, not I can't count.
You want Chezza? You want a Chezza shot? That sounds fun.
Yes.
You want
Chezza.
You want a Chezza shot?
Half a Chezza.
Half a
That's that
You
corner.
want half of mine.
Big tune.
Woo!
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know what I just said in that freestyle. I have no idea what I just said. So, I don't even know.
I should have it up on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Where?
Not YouTube, sorry.
Where would
Instagram.
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 No, where would it be?
On chocolairepodcast.com. All they gotta do is really tune back in and they'll see it. We are live.
Hey now.
That's just back. To the back. To the back. To the back.
Oh, you got a little in the second half.
Too much.
That was a little more than a chance.
You know? What's this last shot too?
Fucking music.
Music.
Yes.
The love of music.
I love
I love music. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers. Say that.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
By the way.
Cheers.
Tell everybody where they can find you, social medias, websites, all that good stuff.
Find me at Dru Grange, Instagram, Twitter.
What is it?
You gotta spell it. Spell it, bro. Spell it.
At DRUGRANGE. You can call me Drug Range.
And there's a space in
Dru
between.
Grange.
Dru Grange.
Grande.
You know,
Ariana Grande.
yeah, Dru Ariana Grande. You know, but yeah, at Dru Grange, Instagram, Twitter, and at DruGrange.com. Website, DruGrange.com.
And your music's on the all platforms.
My music is on Spotify.
Apple
Search,
Music.
yeah, Apple Music, DRU on Spotify, Apple Music.
So I even hitting up the website, everything's there.
Yeah, hit up DruGrange.com.
Watch for that Till the Morning track.
Till the morning, Mo Littles featuring Drewski.
Big things.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Thank you for having me. Yes, sir.
Bless.
Bless. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Littles.
Appreciate you guys.
Good link.
Mo Littles.
Seas.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get this bitch off.
Yeah.